Hello, Giulietta here, back in Cambridge, and I thought today we could do a 30-minute, quick but effective, energetic workout to welcome the spring. All right, so let's get started. Breathing in and down. We'll do these 5 times. Breathing in and down. And 5. And let's tap. Wake up the thymus, wake up the immune system, and massaging that lower back. Tapping down. Maybe pinging the hands and the fingers, waking them up a bit, giving the whole body a little shake, legs, arms. Especially if we've been sitting down for a while. You know, if you have been, this is a nice way, just see how different you feel in 2 minutes. Okay, so I'll put the music on for Caribbean Blue. Sunrise. And back, relax there. And roll it. Sunrise. And back, relax there. And go around the room. Sunrise. And back, relax there. And roll it. And marching those feet. shoulder rolls. Shoulders up to the ears and down. And head and neck. And then find that beautiful end pose. Very nice, very nice. All right, well, I thought we'd do one more dance to Jerusalema today. And what to say, don't worry if you don't know all the steps or if you don't get all the steps right. So if you don't know the steps, just free dance. And actually, I'm going to give you some cues when to free dance. So find your own movement, even if it's just, you know, bopping or walking, you know, quickly. Find out how you want to move at that moment. But I'll put on the music. So let's start with a little bit of free dance. How do you want to move? Okay, and then if you'd like to join me in some salsa, please do. Otherwise, keep doing your own thing. And maybe roll it. Maybe walking in a low circle. Diagonal. Scatter the seeds of hope. Freedom. Might want to go low. Can you find the low movement? Maybe some more low walking. Great. Well, I hope you're a bit warmer now, and that you found a little bit of movement in the body, maybe feeling a little bit looser. So let's have a small sip of water. And we'll go to the tap, tap step. might feel your breath becoming slower, your heart rate coming down as we do this. And perhaps moving to the tightrope walk. And if you've gone forward for a bit, going backwards. Okay, and we'll do some tap outs. So tapping to the front a few times. You can feel your balance shifting from foot to foot as you do this. And then tapping to the side. Tapping to the back. Okay, I'm going to slow it down now because we'll do front, side, back. So front, front, side, side, back, back. Let's do it again. Front, front, side, side, back. One more time. Front, front, side, side, back, back. Great. So you can see how the body has to adjust balance quite quickly when we move like that. We're throwing our balance a little bit of a curveball there, as they say. Okay, then maybe getting the chair. I've got a stool today. You might not need the chair for coming up on toes. So we're coming up on the balls of the feet and down. And perhaps holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. I'm going to shake my legs out. And let's do it for 10. So coming up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Coming down, shaking the legs out if that helps. Relieve any tensions that have crept in. And we'll come to one leg stand. So again, you may need to put your finger on a chair or a wall. Just don't let it drag behind you because that really turns the body and is very hard to balance that way. So hands to right angles or slightly in front of you is fine. Or on the chair, similar. And let's come to one leg, the other leg up. Okay, so we might want to move this leg forward and back. Yeah, you might want to move it to the side. How is that? We don't often do that. Can help to move the hands to the other side. So moving it in different ways, exploring. Can you open the hip? We need a lot of strength in the standing leg to do this. So don't be surprised if it starts to ache. And when it does, if it starts to burn, just come down. Yeah, we can work up to more of that over time. Okay, other side, coming up. So this, as now you know, is easier on the standing leg because we don't have all those weight changes. But when we start to move the leg in different directions, the standing leg has to recover and different muscles have to be used, have to turn on. Yeah. So you might feel that that leg gets tired quicker because, you know, if you're doing these different sorts of movements with me. But it's good for it. It is good for the standing leg and our overall balance. Okay, now if you were here this whole time, that's fine. You know, that's hard enough. Okay, coming down and walking it out. Okay, so that's a lot of legs. So let's grab the ball and start to use our arms a little bit, arms and hands. So for some light relief after the balance, you can enjoy throwing the ball around. Little tricks. Maybe trying to throw it in a circle one way, in a circle the other way. Okay, and then let's pulse those hands together, strengthening the wrist. And interspersing this with some finger movements, some rotations of the ball, which relax the wrists. Great. And then we can take that ball, if it's not slipping out of your fingers like mine is, and let's do the teapot. Woo, this one just wants to shoot out. Okay. And other side. Great. And we can also bend the knees and come up to the heart. Getting a little more aerobic again. This is probably enough since we did all that dancing and we're going quite fast. So, great. And why not? Why not, since we have the ball? Placing it between the thighs and squeezing those thighs together. Just pulsing and releasing. Pulsing and releasing, working the inner thighs. Okay, so that was a quick interlude with ball, and we will grab the resistance band next. So let's bring the arms a little more into play with our hitchhikers. So remember that top of the arm down to the elbow is still, and we're just moving the thumb towards the shoulder. And moving to the other side. So grabbing that band about waist level and moving the thumb towards the shoulder. See if you can engage your abs on this one a little bit while still breathing. Always the challenge. And we don't always do this one. This is a tricep strengthener for, just this part of the arm here. And yeah, if we step on the band and our arms are straight and our palms are facing the floor, here we come up in a V shape. So I'll show you from the side. So my arms are slightly in front of me, making a V shape. And you notice they don't come up that far, and sometimes this is enough. If you've got a strong band, it might be that they only come up a few inches, but you might start to feel it down here. Yeah, really good for strengthening up that part of the arm. And this is going to help us with all sorts of lifting of groceries, lifting of little, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, all those sorts of things. And yeah, after that work, let's do a little bit of shoulder opening. So, coming up and down. And if you've got the resistance band, you can pulse it. Just notice how that feels. It takes a little bit of tension out of it for me. Makes those muscles relax a bit more. Very nice. And then coming to the back. And keeping those abs engaged. So we don't want to make a bow. We want to keep our body straight. Otherwise, we can pinch our back. It's not nice. Okay, lovely. So I like this one so much that I always do it. But it's straight arms, and we breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. And in. Maybe 3 more. All right, putting that down. Now we're going quite fast. It's always these 30-minute workouts are almost harder sometimes because we go from one to another without much in the way of break. So let's take a break now and little sip of water perhaps. And we're going to start slowing down with the Tai Chi and stretch. So finding that lovely, bent kneed position, kind of as if you're sitting on a stool, and breathing in, enjoying the breath and how it connects with the movement. Breathing in and out. Beautiful. Maybe one more. And then breathing in bird arms. And then breathing in, and let's hug the mossy tree. breathing in and out as we hug and stroke the mossy tree. It's my mental image there, breathing in and out. And let's be the wave. And changing sides, breathing out as we push out. And we'll come to the center, breathing in and fountaining down. Okay, and let's hug that, young oak tree. Stretching out the upper back. I like to move my shoulders downwards on this one. And yeah, you could think of moving the ears away from the shoulders, allowing the head to look down a bit. Stretching the back of the neck, if you can find that stretch, is quite nice. Okay, and then stretching the hands, arms back. Maybe basketing the hands if it doesn't feel too restrictive on the shoulders. Otherwise, keep the hands apart. And then we can make one arm heavy. Maybe the other arm comes up, stretching the side body. Other arm heavy, other arm comes up. And let's go to the wall and stretch out those legs. So coming to the wall, front knee bent, back leg straight. Feeling that down maybe the back of your leg, or maybe it's in your calf muscle. Stretching it out nicely and maybe raising and lowering the back heel to really move the stretch throughout the leg. Changing sides. So first holding it. And then moving that heel up and down. And if you like this one, I love this one, the back stretch. So legs come apart, even wider than hip width. And stretch that spine. Allow that spine to elongate. Walking towards the wall to come up. Fantastic. And we'll move the shoulders, rotating them back. Notice, are they any looser than they were when we first did this at the beginning of this class? A little bit more head and neck. And we'll close there. So let's take 3 breaths. Breathing in and down. Breathing in and down. And one more. Thank you so much for joining me in this class, and see you next time. Bye.